Hey everybody, what's up from Pokemon Classics, reminding you that the classics never go out of style. The big day is finally here, Pokemon Day 2021, and I know for a lot of us collectors and enthusiasts, this is a day we've had marked on our calendars, off in the distance, as sort of a barometer for the industry as a whole. Now, this Pokemon Day is chock full of all sorts of news and updates, entertainment options, as well as big ticket items of the Pokemon trading card game going up for auction on the PWCC Auction block. So I think this Pokemon Day has quite a bit to offer, and that's what we're going to break down in this video. Now, Pokemon Day is an annual tradition for the Pokemon franchise and the Nintendo Corporation, and this year is extra special being the 25th anniversary. As such, there's a ton of events on the radar, ranging from things like Pokemon Go and other video game announcements and releases, all the way over to the Pokemon trading card game, which is seeing some special edition promos all on its own. Anyway, all of this is coming to a head this weekend for a jam-packed, action-filled schedule. Let's break it down in a bit more detail. First, under news and announcements, this weekend marks the first release of the Jumbo promos, starting with Pikachu. And what a great way to start. Pikachu is one that everybody loves. Now, as you can see from the announcement schedule here, every month is going to feature a different release of starter Pokemon in those Jumbo forms until it gets to October, going back in reverse order, ending with Kanto series. I think this is a really cool way to do it. Not only does it spread out the duration of the promotional event, but it also counts backwards until we get back to the beginning and the origins of Pokemon. Now on another front, Pokemon Go is also celebrating the Kanto series Pokemon with a special raid event featuring Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, the three legendary birds, on February 28th from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. One of the interesting features of this is they'll be available in special shiny variants, and there's even a part of the release that talks about a mysterious Shadow Pokemon from Team Rocket. Now, admittedly, I'm a bit out of touch. It's been a few years since I've played Pokemon Go. I got locked out of my account, which was my own fault, but I loved playing the game, and I'm glad to see that Pokemon Go is tying into this 25th anniversary and bringing it back to the Kanto series, since I know, for me personally, that's the one that meant the most. Now, this is a bit speculative, but there have been rumors that Nintendo is planning a re-release of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl to correspond with the 25th anniversary. This would actually follow the historical pattern of Nintendo releases, which tends to release a new Pokemon game every 2 years, with the last release being in 2019 with Pokemon Sword and Shield. In addition to that, on Pokemon's official Twitter account, they may have teased the Diamond and Pearl era by sending out a post specifically mentioning the starters from the Sinnoh region. I don't know what that means for sure, but it seems like Nintendo is giving the nod to Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. I guess we'll have to wait until Saturday to find out. On the entertainment front, it's no secret that Pokemon is emphasizing music in this year's Pokemon Day. Already mentioning Katy Perry in collaboration with Pokemon, but also announcing a virtual concert happening Saturday with Post Malone, it creates an interesting musical flavor to this year that we really haven't seen in the past. Now, this has been billed as an entirely virtual concert, available on both Twitch as well as YouTube. I'm not exactly sure what to expect from this, but it debuts at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and should be a really interesting event in the overall Pokemon venue. I know I look forward to seeing what type of event structure this is and what kind of interaction it's going to feature as an online venue. This concert is scheduled to kick off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, just before the Logan Paul box break and the PWCC auctions happening later in the evening, but we'll still get to those. Speaking of Logan Paul, he's back with another first edition base set booster box break to be live streamed on YouTube at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be a definite watch. Logan Paul's last box break in October of 2020 brought in over 11 million views and a tsunami of new interest into the Pokemon hobby. This time, not to be outdone, Logan Paul bought $2 million worth of Pokemon booster boxes, 6 first edition base set booster boxes, and this will be the first one that he opens of those 6. Now, the packs in these sold for ridiculous amounts of money, with packs going for over $40,000, making one box total over $1 million of value. Now, it's true that the packs probably aren't worth that much individually, and that a lot of that money is people looking for the exposure, the shout out, and the advertising that comes along with having a pack opened on such a massive platform. But still, this is monumental in the hobby, and something that I'm definitely going to be watching. So, good luck to any of you out there that purchased one of those packs. I'm a little bit jealous, but I can still live vicariously through you, I suppose. Perhaps the thing I'm looking forward to most on this monumental occasion, though, is the PWCC auctions. Now, the Pokemon card game has had tremendous attention in the last year and has spiked to record highs along with some retraces and has been a very volatile market. Now, I think a lot of us are wondering what's going to happen next. It's very difficult to predict. There are certain supply issues, especially in Modern and with graded cards and backlogs at PSA and CGC and other grading companies. But this auction is going to be one of the places to look as a barometer of where we're at in the Pokemon trading card game hobby. Now, this 25th anniversary auction is housing something truly special. A PSA 7 Pikachu Illustrator card. The Pikachu Illustrator card is generally considered to be the holy grail of Pokemon card collecting. Not only is it a very difficult card to find with only a handful of copies out there in existence, but it was only awarded to winners of an illustration contest in the early days of Pokemon. It's also the only card out there that has the designation as an Illustrator. It's a very interesting card with a lot of history behind it, and its sale is going to be a monumental moment for the hobby. Although this particular copy is only a PSA 7, that's a near mint card, it's already up to $375,000 on the PWCC auction. Now, this one is going to have special attention to it, and PWCC has routed out shill bids by only allowing verified buyers that are pre-screened and pre-approved financially to bid within the last 24 hours. So we should get an accurate understanding of where this card is based on those special bidding rules. So don't expect this one to get shilled into oblivion like some of the other cards we've seen on PWCC in the past. Given everything happening in the Pokemon trading card market right now, there are some other areas of the hobby that I'm interested in keeping an eye on. One of those being first edition base set. This auction is a bit unique in that there are not many first edition PSA 10 holographic cards in it. I know towards the end of last year we got spoiled by having multiple complete sets auctioned off, but that's really not normal for the hobby. What we are going to see is a number of PSA 9 first edition base set holographic cards, and I'm really curious to see how those do. In addition, there are some PSA 10 shadowless cards which seem to be going under the radar and are now starting to get their due, including this Charizard card that's currently at $71,000. Now, I don't know where this is going to end, and at this price, I might be inclined to think it's a bit undervalued given the low population and the rising prices of Charizards as a whole. Nevertheless, this is one that I'm going to have my eye on just to see how it turns out. As I mentioned before, I think there's a lot of eyes on these auctions just to get an overall assessment, a barometer of the market right now. With the 25th anniversary happening, the Logan Paul box break happening earlier that day even, I think there's going to be a lot of interest in using these auction results to either confirm or disprove certain competing theories about the state of the Pokemon card market. Now, we all have our opinions, we all have our projections of what we're going to see in the future, but ultimately, it needs to be supported by data. And although this might not be definitive data, it is that first glimpse into what a market is going to look like post Logan Paul. And so I think that's something a lot of people are going to have their eyes on. One other area that I'll definitely have my eyes on are on booster boxes. Booster boxes seem to me like one of the safest investment pieces for the long term, just because of how limited the supply is and how much the demand is there. From YouTubers, from people looking to open boxes, they have a lot of utility in the sense that the packs can be sold, they can be opened. There's just so many options with boxes. And some of these boxes are getting incredibly rare, incredibly scarce on the market. This box is currently at $60,000, and honestly, I never thought I would see a non-first edition Wizards of the Coast box reach those sorts of prices. Now, I know this box could house a Gold Star Rayquaza, PSA 10, beautiful card, but still, the likelihood of that isn't particularly high. Nevertheless, due to the scarcity of these boxes and other boxes, I'm anticipating prices to slowly sneak up in the future. I could totally be wrong about that, but it's something I have my eye on. Anyway, guys, that's just some of the many events and updates happening this weekend. Pokemon Day 2021 is almost here, and I hope you all enjoy it. Let me know what you're looking forward to in this year's Pokemon Day down in the comments below. Anyway, guys, I'm Pokemon Classics, reminding you that the classics never go out of style. Stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy the celebration of Pokemon's 25th anniversary. We'll see you guys with the next video. Bye, everybody.